Hi there. First, I want to say I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. Please consult with a real financial advisor if you want to learn more about finances. With that being said, I want to tell others about my story of what being fired from the life insurance industry taught me. Policies change over time, so depending on when you watch this video, some of this information may be outdated. For me, when I was trying to get my life insurance license, there are actually 3 life insurances licenses you can get: life, accidental and health, and Medicare supplement/long-term care. I failed multiple times trying to pass the exams. Then another insurance company only required you to pass 2 because they didn't sell the Medicare option, so I eventually passed the life, and accidental and health requirements. I was able to get hired to a job I enjoyed, but unfortunately it didn't last long. While a lot of life insurance companies pay you in commission only, there are many advantages in working in life insurances, but there are also many disadvantages that people don't tell you about. I'll start with the pros and then go with the cons. The great thing about life insurance is that after training you can set your own schedule. You never have to clock in for work, because you only make money if you sell. There are different costs for different policies, so if a client has trouble affording one life insurance policy, there are others that may better fit his or her budget. Usually the cheapest insurance policies are around $12 a month, while the most expensive tend to get as high as $200 a month. Coverage is different at different places, but for where I worked, if memory serves me right, I believe $12 a month could get you $10,000 to $20,000 covered in life insurance, while the $100,000 to $200,000 a month would give you $200,000 to $500,000 coverage for life insurance, as well as would cover house expenses, so if the breadwinner were to sadly make his or her journey into the next life, then his or her loved ones wouldn't need to worry about a foreclosure on their homes, because the policy would also cover around $100,000 to $250,000 for home insurance, as well as provide up to $30,000 for burial insurance. The great thing about whole life insurance is if you pay $20 a month with whole life insurance, your rates never go up. However, with whole life insurance you usually have to be pretty healthy to get a good deal or be wealthy. With short-term insurance you can usually get a good policy for 15 to 30 years, but the downside to that is that the prices increase once the term is over. The other good thing about life insurance is you can outlive your policy if you live to be 100, and if that happens your benefits are paid out to you instead of your beneficiaries. For instance, say your beneficiaries were supposed to get $100,000 when you died, but you are now 100 and are still alive. In that case, you will get the $100,000 instead of your beneficiaries. The other thing is that life insurance can pay you for recruiting. One place I worked at would reward recruiters by paying them. If one person recruits someone new and the new person sells a life insurance policy, that recruiter would be rewarded with $750. The recruiter doesn't keep making that money. That's a one-time thing for each new employee she recruits. Oh yes, there are a lot of advantages in working in commissions. Now here is the dark side that no one talks about. While working in life insurance is considered to be self-employment, you are really not self-employed unless you start your own branch, because when working for someone else they can fire you at any time. There is also a lot of pressure to make money fast, and if you don't make them at least $10,000 in a 5-month period they will probably fire you. The other thing is if you sell a policy for $12 a month, that will probably make you $36 with that sale, or at least where I work you would pretty much multiply the cost of the life insurance policy by 3 to know what you would get paid. To be clear, if you sold a $12 a month policy it was a one-time payment for you of $36, you don't make $36 a month. I don't like to annoy people, and over there they would encourage you to call people at least 3 times before moving on to someone else, and I did get their attention. But some were very annoyed and some very rude. You need to have tough skin if you are going to do life insurance. Usually out of over 100 people you call, you want to sell policies to at least 8 people a week. November and December are the hardest times to sell because usually everyone is out shopping and enjoying time with their families and don't want to be bothered about life insurance, so if you go into life insurance it is probably best to start after the holidays, after the new year, and not during. It can be done, but it is super hard. If you sell 8 $12 policies that is $288 for you, and if you are blessed enough to sell $8,200 policies that is $4,800 in 1 week, so you can make a lot of money in life insurance. Now the downside to that is if a client cancels their policy within a 4-month period you have to give your money back to the life insurance company you work for. They give you time to pay it back. But say you made $600 because you sold a $200 policy. If your client cancels in 4 months or less, you have to give that $600 back. The other thing is, if clients have poor health, they may not even be eligible for life insurance policies. I remember where I was working, they partnered with this church to help a family out. I called my boss and asked if I could donate $35 to help them, but then his boss told me I was taking too long to learn the scripts, so he fired me. That's the other thing about working in life insurance, they will usually have you learn scripts, so you will eventually sound like a robot. They teach you to make it sound more natural, but it is all just a script. Costs for life insurance classes usually start off at about $200. Then there's a $45 cost for each test you take depending on which state you take it in, and there are no refunds if you fail. They also don't pay for your equipment, and you will usually need a smartphone and a computer, and there is a registration fee to get licensed as well, which is around $200, so all in all you will probably need to have $1,500 to $3,000 saved if you don't already have a computer and smartphone, and probably want to have $500 to $800 saved if you already have the working gadgets. If you can handle it, life insurance might be right for you, but don't think you can't get fired when it is commission-based only. People can and do get fired from life insurance companies if they don't make money fast enough. That's what happened to me. With that being said, there are a lot of good things that being a life insurance agent can bring, but also a lot of bad things. If the pros outweigh the cons, then life insurance might be for you. If the cons seem to outweigh the pros, then you may want to do something else besides life insurance.